So listen up, if you are an agency or a service-based business and you're looking to scale your business through systematizing your operation or streamlining different aspects through automation, through artificial intelligence, then you come to the right place here. I'm Riccardo and I'm the founder of Uplifted Consulting, where we help our clients streamline their business thanks to AI and operations. And right now I want to show you what it actually means to scale a business, because there's a very interesting training that I created about that. So what it actually means, there are two components to that. The first component is called consistency, and it's about maintaining a predictable level of service or quality of performance. So this means that the service is taken care of, your clients get results, the sales calls are attended, the prospects are contacted, the leads are contacted, and so on. So it's about maintaining, making sure that things are happening inside your business. The other component is about the throughput. So the throughput is the amount of results or work that can be done in a specific unit amount of time. And when you need to scale, you need to answer these two specific questions. On one side, you need to understand how do you introduce consistency into your business, and on the other side, you have to ask yourself, how do you increase the amount of throughput that your business produces? So the first thing that you will encounter is that the fact that when starting out, these variables are completely dependent on you. So if you are ill, then consistency goes out the window, because you are not able to do the work, and you are not able to produce any throughput. So that is why you start with the hiring. And if we assume that you do 1 unit of work, if you are 2 people, for example, you can do 3 units of work, and you effectively increase the throughput, you triple the throughput. So is that actually right? Or is there an issue with that? I mean, yes, there is an issue with that, and the problem is the following: that if you add more people to the business, you increase the complexity of the system of the business. And when you increase the complexity and the complexity is not dealt with, you decrease the consistency, the overall consistency, the one of two metrics that is important for scaling. And what it means ultimately to decrease consistency, it means that you have less throughput per person. So this means that the more you are, and the more you don't focus on also the consistency aspect, the less your business will be effective in actually producing the work. So how do you actually solve that? And there's a simple way for that. And what you need to do is using a higher form of leverage. So there's a very famous billionaire in Silicon Valley, which is called Naval Ravikant, which explains this theory of the different types of leverage. So this is the graph that he created, and here there are different types of leverage. There's labor at the bottom, there's capital, so using money. Labor is about using people, and then at the top there's code, so tech and media. So right now, what you are doing is you are using labor as a form of leverage, but the focus here would be to using a higher form of leverage and including this higher form of leverage, so code and media, together with labor. That is actually how you increase your scaling potential. And what it actually means, what actually means code and leverage in this specific instance. So code means automations, AI, different processes that allows you to get more done in a more consistent manner, because with the code, you tell something to the machine and the machine has to execute that. And this also ultimately increases the throughput, because you are able to produce more, because a machine is able to do that over time, 24/7, without getting sick. And that is a very effective way. On the other side, what you have is media. You have the process of documenting the different processes. So this actually increases the consistency and allows you to scale. So by implementing these two components, that is what you actually need, to scale. But how do you actually implement those? So first off, you need to understand the strategy. You need to understand what are the different things that you would like to automate and what are the different opportunities with that, with your specific business, with your specific business model, and with the type of service that you offer, and with the type of relationship that you want to have with your clients. So what happens most of the time when we start working with someone is that 90% of business owners start off with an idea of a potential process that they would like to automate, but then they discover that they can actually automate way more. They can actually probably automate 80-90% of that specific process that they thought of. So this is very important to understanding what are the different areas and prioritizing the different areas based on your specific business needs. So what we have here is 6 different components that we map out when automating a business. We have onboarding, we have marketing, service delivery, sales and RevOps, HR and reporting. So those are the different components that you need to focus on. And obviously, you start off with the most important brick right now that is taking you the most time into your business, and then you progress and work throughout all of these components and automate, improve the processes, and scale the business. The second component here is the infrastructure. So this actually means connecting all the tools that you have available. So currently, you might have a tool stack that it looks like this, it looks similar to this. Probably you have HubSpot, PandaDoc, different tools for dealing with contract, a task management tool, and something along those lines. So the problem with that is that the information is all scattered around the different tools. So the actual end goal for this is making sure that you are able to build a single source of truth so that you can have a clear picture of what is happening into your business. You can measure the data in a very effective way, and this can also be used later on to sell the data as an additional revenue product that you can have. But ultimately, the end goal, at least for now, would be to make decision quicker and faster with the data that you have. So the end result might look something like this. So you have all the different tools connected with each other, and that they are able to talk with each other. So in this phase, what we actually focus on is building a business OS or a management OS. So a tool that acts as a single source of truth that can be used, that can connect all your tools. In general, what we do is we tend to use Airtable for that, but there are also other tools that allow you to do the following. Then what we have is the fun part, we could say, so the automation building. So in this part is where you focus on planning, you focus on building, testing, roll it out, the various automation systems. And there are different ways of doing that. Personally, what we do is we ship a new automation module every 2 weeks using a continuous improvement framework. And we actually stand by that because if we don't ship in 2 weeks, our clients receive a free module for them. And but what actually means a continuous improvement framework? Because this is a process of iterating and improving a product over time. So no product starts off with the final version that we have now. If we think about Airbnb and we go to the side of Airbnb, probably it is not the one that was present at the beginning. There were a lot of different iterations and improvement over time. So we start off with a V0, for example, which is the initial building block that we have, so an initial plan that we have, and then we start building the different tools and the different automations. And this allows us to iterate and improve the automation and make it better over time, so that we start off with a V0 and then we scale to V1, V2, V3, V4. So this is actually done so we can deploy system faster, you're able to use them immediately, and then you are able to test those, give feedback, and those could be improved. So better means actually more features, more security, and less time spent on your side. Last point here is important, which is the documentation side of things. So every process is documented because it can be later referenced and improved. So in this way, you are not just getting a simple automation in the end, but you are getting a process that you can look at and you can check what are different areas that you could improve and what are the different ways you could improve. So by focusing on these four different key components, we are able to scale and work way faster with a lot of different businesses and help them throughout their automation journey. So if you want to discover how we can apply this process to you, what we can do is we offer a walkthrough session. You can book down here in the link a walkthrough session where we go over your business and we check what are the main points where we can apply automation, where are the main priorities for you. We create a map for you, we give that to you, and then if you want, you can either execute that map together with us, or you can have that map and working on your own. So if you're interested with that, just sign up to the link. Hope this was useful, and catch you very soon. Bye bye.